Every night we enter another world, the world of dreams. While we are dreaming, we usually implicitly believe that we are awake. The mental worlds of dreams are so convincing real that we mistake them for the outside world that we share with other people. Sometimes, while dreaming, we consciously notice that we are dreaming. This clear-sighted state of consciousness referred to as lucid dreaming. The Oxford English Dictionary defines a dream as a train of thoughts, images, or fancies passing through the mind during sleep. But according to Dr. Stephen LaBerge, pioneering scientist in lucid dreaming research, such a definition fails to capture the lived-in experiential reality of dreams. In Dr. LaBerge's view, dreams are much more accurately described as experiences, that is, conscious events one has personally encountered. It may seem odd to speak of dreams and conscious experiences, but the essential criterion for consciousness is reportability, and the fact that we can sometimes remember our dreams shows them to be conscious rather than unconscious mental processes. We live through our dreams as much as our waking lives. In these terms, dreams is particular organization of consciousness. For Dr. LaBerge, consciousness is the dream of what happens. Whether awake or asleep, our consciousness functions as a simplified model of ourselves and our world constructed by our brain from the best available sources of information. During waking, the model is derived from external sensory input, which provides the most current information about present circumstances in combination with internal contextual, historical, and motivational information. During sleep, little external input is available, and giving a sufficiently functional brain, the model is constructed from internal biases. These will be expectations derived from past experience and motivations, wishes, or fears. The resulting experiences are what we call dreams, the content on which is largely determined by what we fear, hope for, and expect. From this perspective, dreaming can be viewed as the special case of perception without the constraints of external sensory input. Conversely, perception can be viewed as the special case of dreaming constrained by sensory input. There are two kinds of sleep. The first is an energy-conserving state, known as quiet sleep, and it is associated with growth, repair, restoration, a relaxed body, and an idling brain. The second is a very different state, known variously as active sleep, paradoxical sleep, or REM. This state is associated with rapid eye movements and muscular twitches, a paralyzed body, and highly activated brain, and dreaming. Although REM is not the only sleep state in which people can dream, it provides the optimal conditions for vivid dreaming, a switch-on brain in a switch-off body. It is frequently assumed that waking and dreams experiences are completely different. Dreams, for example, are said to be characterized by lack of reflection, lack of control over attention, and the inability to act deliberately. But the evidence contradicts this characterization of dreams as single-minded and non-reflective. One can still observe the distinction between dreams and waking experiences. For example, the dream world is much less stable than the waking world because a dream lacks the stabilization of the external structure, physical reality. Likewise, one can violate the laws of physics and society in dreams without the usual consequences. But the absence of sensory constraint is the only essential difference. One might or might not know that one is dreaming, but the dream would still be a dream. Despite of these differences there may be between the two, Dr. LaBerge believes they are more alike than they are different. According to Dr. LaBerge, it is likely that REM dreaming state evolved for purposes more basic than dreaming. Dreaming is perhaps something that humans do and extract value from, but that didn't involve directly. The distribution of REM across development and in the course of a night provides a clue to the most important functions of the sleeping state. REM is at its maximum level perinatally and in the last weeks of prenatal development when the brain is growing its vast networks of neural circuitry. The appealing idea that REM serves as a self-organizing state for the unfolding of genetic programming has been proposed by several researchers. The percentage of REM activity gradually drops off throughout childhood, but does not completely disappear when brain growth stops at adulthood, implying that REM may serve another function. The fact that REM gradually increases throughout the night, reaching a maximum as the time awakening approaches, suggests that it may prepare our brains for waking action, a sort of brain tune-up. These recurrent activations every 90 minutes or so throughout the night may also help consolidate new learning. Average person remembers a dream only once or twice a week. Given the fact that we all dream every night, that leaves at least 95% of most dreams forgotten. In REM alone, assuming 5 REM cycles per night with perhaps 2 dreams per each REM period. A variety of theories have suggested fanciful explanations as to why dreams are so easily forgotten, ranging from Freud's belief that dreams are repressed because they contain so much taboo dream thought to Francis Crick's view that the content of dreams is what the brain is trying to unlearn and therefore ought not to be remembered. Of course, standard memory theory explains much of what is remembered of dreams and what is not, which aspects of dream content are more readily recalled, and which aspects are not. But these explanations do not answer the basic question of why it should be that dreams are so difficult to remember. The view of dreams as world models is far from the traditional notion of dreams as messengers, whether from the God or from the unconscious mind. Nonetheless, interpretation of dreams can be very revealing of personality and a rewarding practice. If what people see in blood can tell something about their personal concern and personality, how much more revealing should dreams be because they are the worlds we have created from the contents of our minds. According to Dr. LaBerge, dreams are our own most intimately personal creations. As such, they are revealingly colored by who and what we are, and who and what we could become. Our dreams seem so real that it is usually only when we wake up that we recognize them as the mental experiences they are. Although this is how we generally experience dreams, there is a significant exception. Sometimes while dreaming, we consciously notice that we are dreaming. This clear-sighted state of consciousness referred to as lucid dreaming. During lucid dreams, one can reason clearly, remember the condition of waking life, and act voluntarily within the dreams upon reflection or in accordance with plans decided upon before sleep, all while remaining soundly asleep, vividly experiencing a dream world that can appear astonishingly real. Until recently, researchers doubted that the dreaming brain was capable of such a high degree of mental functioning and consciousness. In the late 1970s, laboratory research at Stanford University proved that lucid dreams did in fact occur during ambiguous sleep. Subsequent studies by Dr. Stephen LaBerge and his colleagues support the following picture. During REM dreaming, the events we consciously experience or seem to are the results of patterns of neural activity that in turn produce effects on our bodies. While to some extent these effects are modified by the specific conditions of active sleep, they remain virtually equivalent to the effects that would occur if we were actually to experience the corresponding events while awake. This explains in part why we regularly mistake our dreams for reality. To the functional systems of neural activity that construct the experiential world model of our consciousness, dreaming of perceiving or doing something is equivalent to actually perceiving or doing it. Remembering lucid dreams can provide several potential benefits, including improved problem-solving skills and enhanced creativity, increased self-awareness and reduced nightmares, better emotional regulation, and potential for personal growth. Lucid dreaming can be a tool for exploring different aspects of ourselves and potentially overcoming personal challenges. And the ability to remember lucid dreams will give us more control over our dreams and potentially applying those insights to our waking life. I invite you to visit my website Knowledge in Abundance to learn more about the world of spirituality and mystery of life. Much love, happiness, and blessings to you. I appreciate you. Thank you.